Aquarius, I need you to stop whatever you're doing and really listen to this one. Because if the last few weeks have felt like you've been pushing a door that just won't open, questioning yourself, wondering why the momentum keeps stalling right when you're about to break through, I want you to know something. That door isn't locked. It's about to swing wide open. Something shifts on July 5th, 2026. And I don't say that lightly. You've felt it, haven't you? That strange in-between feeling. Like your ambition is fully awake. Your ideas are bigger than they've ever been. But the outside world kept saying, not yet. You've been held back, second-guessed, maybe even overlooked by people who couldn't see what you were building behind the scenes. That frustration you've been carrying, it has an expiration date. And that date is July 5th. Because on this day, two powerful transits line up specifically in your favor. Mars sextile Neptune and Mars trine Pluto. In plain language, your drive, your intuition, and your ability to transform your entire situation all click into place at the same time. This is the rare kind of alignment where action finally meets vision, and vision finally meets real unstoppable power. So here's my promise to you in this video. By the time we're done, you're going to understand exactly why the resistance is clearing, what these next weeks are quietly setting up for you, and how to use this window so you don't waste a single drop of it. Stay with me all the way to the end, because the last part, the part most Aquarius placements completely miss, is the difference between a good month and a genuinely life-changing one. And yes, this is for all of you, whether Aquarius is your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. Each one of you is going to feel this differently, and I'll tell you how. Let me set the scene properly, because context matters here. The reason so many of you have felt stuck isn't in your head. Energetically, you've been in a holding pattern, building pressure with nowhere to release it. Think of it like a river that's been dammed up. All that water, all that force, just sitting there waiting. July 5 is when the dam breaks. But, and this is important, it doesn't break in a chaotic, destructive way. Mars is making harmonious angles here, a sextile and a trine, which means this is flow, not friction. This is force with grace. You get all the power without the crash. That's what makes this window so special for you. And because Aquarius is naturally the sign of the visionary, the innovator, the one who sees 10 steps ahead of the room, this energy hits you like it was custom built for your chart. Other signs will feel this too, sure. But for Aquarius, this is your season to move. Here at Aquarius Portal, this channel gives you the general forecast for the whole sign. But your birth chart is as unique as your fingerprint. And a window this powerful deserves a reading that's actually about you. If you want to know exactly how July 5 lands in your personal chart, I offer a few things you can grab directly through the WhatsApp chat link in the description box below. Birth chart reading, your complete cosmic blueprint. Relationship compatibility reading, see the truth between you and someone else. Soulmate reading, the timing and signs of your person. Career reading, where your next big move actually is. Question-based personal guidance. One real question, one clear answer. Monthly, yearly, and life forecast readings. Your roadmap, near and far. Just tap the WhatsApp link below and message me. I read every single one personally. Now, let's get back to it. Okay, let's break down the first piece of this puzzle, Mars sextile Neptune. Here's what's actually happening in the sky. Mars is the planet of drive. It's your fuel, your courage, the part of you that takes action and goes after what it wants. Neptune is the opposite kind of energy. It's intuition, imagination, dreams, the invisible thread that connects you to something bigger than yourself. Normally, these two don't speak the same language. Mars wants to charge ahead. Neptune wants to dissolve and drift. But a sextile is a supportive, cooperative angle. So, on July 5th, these two finally work together, and for you, Aquarius, that combination is pure magic. What does that actually feel like in your day-to-day life? 3 things. First, intuitive execution. For the last while, you've probably been overthinking everything. weighing every option, running the logic again and again, terrified of making the wrong move. That ends now. Under this transit, your gut becomes shockingly accurate. You'll know things without being able to explain how you know them. And when you follow that instinct, especially in your career and your personal projects, it works. Trust it. Second, creative problem solving. Those obstacles that used to freeze you, the ones that cause delays and spirals of self-doubt, suddenly you'll find yourself gliding right past them. Solutions appear from nowhere. A conversation, a random idea in the shower, a message from someone you'd forgotten about. The universe starts handing you shortcuts. Aquarius, your mind was always brilliant. Now the friction is gone, so that brilliance can finally move. Third, magnetic presence. This is the one people notice before you do. When your actions line up with your higher purpose, and that's exactly what this transit does, you become magnetic. The right allies show up. The right networks open. Resources you've been chasing suddenly start chasing you. People want to be near what you're building because they can feel that it's real. Don't shrink from that attention. Let them see you. Now the second piece, and honestly, this is the heavyweight. Mars trine Pluto. If Mars sextile Neptune gave you inspired action, Mars trine Pluto gives you unstoppable action. Pluto is the planet of transformation, power, and rebirth. It rules the deep stuff, the total reinvention, the death of the old and the birth of the new. And a trine is the smoothest, most powerful flow in all of astrology. So this is immense energy moving through you without resistance. Here's how this shows up for Aquarius. A surge of personal authority. You're going to feel yourself stepping into a bigger version of who you are. Leadership roles that felt out of reach start feeling natural. You reclaim your autonomy. You stop asking for permission and start making decisions. And people respond. They give you respect not because you demanded it, but because you're finally standing in your own power. That quiet confidence is unmistakable. Strategic mastery. This is the endurance transit. You know those long-term goals you set and then lost steam on? This energy gives you laser focus and staying power. You'll be able to execute with a kind of calm, quiet intensity. No drama, no burnout theatrics, just steady, relentless progress toward the thing you actually want. Aquarius, this is when the marathon runner in you finally shows up. Breaking past limitations. And this is the deepest gift of Pluto. This transit permanently dismantles the things that have been holding you back. Old habits that kept sabotaging you. Self-imposed limits you didn't even realize you'd accepted. Toxic environments, draining people, situations you'd outgrown years ago. Under Mars trine Pluto, you get the power to walk away and never look back for good. Not a temporary fix, a permanent release. Put these two transits together, inspired vision plus transformational power, and you have the exact recipe for a breakthrough. This is why I keep saying it. After July 5, nothing can stop you. Not because life becomes easy, but because you become unstoppable. So let's get specific. Where in your life is this actually going to land? 3 big areas. Career and wealth. This is your green light. If you've been sitting on a venture, a business idea, a project you kept telling yourself you'd launch when the time was right, the time is right. This is the ideal window to launch, to pitch the high-stakes idea, to walk into that room and ask for the advancement, the raise, the seat at the table you've earned. Your superpower right now is combining the two things you're best at. Those innovative, unconventional, ahead-of-their-time ideas that only an Aquarius mind produces, with sharp, grounded, practical execution. Vision plus follow-through. That's a rare and unstoppable mix. And for these weeks, you have both. Relationships. In your relationships, this energy asks for authenticity. Real bonds deepen now, but only through honest, transparent action. If there's something you've been afraid to say, this is the window where saying it actually brings you closer instead of blowing things apart. You'll also find yourself naturally attracting dynamic, spiritually aligned partnerships. People who match your frequency and want to grow with you, not slow you down. And on the flip side, you'll feel ready to release the connections that have been quietly draining you. Both things can happen at once. Let them. You're making room for the real thing. Personal growth, and for you as a person, expect a level of stamina, mental clarity, and emotional resilience you haven't felt in a long time. You bounce back faster. You think clearer. You carry things that used to crush you and barely feel the weight. This is what it feels like to be aligned with your own power, Aquarius. Remember this feeling. It's who you actually are. Now, and please don't skip this part, I have to give you some real talk. Because energy this strong cuts both ways. Handled wrong, it can trip you up. So here are 3 warnings to keep you on the right side of it. The shadow side of Pluto. Watch the control. Pluto is power, and power can curdle into obsession. Be careful not to slip into a win-at-all-costs mentality. Don't manipulate. Don't overpower. Don't try to control the people around you to get what you want. You don't need to. This energy is already carrying you. Ruthless ambition is a trap. You can win and keep your integrity. Choose both. The shadow side of Neptune. Ground your vision. Neptune is beautiful, but it can blur the line between a great idea and a fantasy. Before you sign any contract, before you commit real money, before you shake hands on a big deal, check the practical, legal, boring details. Don't idealize a financial or business opportunity just because it feels right. Feel and verify. Get it in writing. Read the fine print. Energy management. Protect your fuel. You're about to have a massive surge of physical and mental energy. And if you don't give it somewhere to go, it turns into restlessness, anxiety, and burnout. So channel it on purpose. Exercise, deep focused work, creative projects. Build structured outlets for the intensity. Pace yourself. This isn't a sprint you win in one day. It's a window you ride for weeks. Don't burn out on day 1. Get these 3 right, Aquarius, and there is genuinely nothing standing between you and the breakthrough. Before we wrap, I pulled 3 questions I keep getting from Aquarius placements about this window. See if one of these is yours. Question 1. This sounds amazing, but what if I don't feel anything on July 5th itself? Great question, and totally normal. Transits aren't light switches. They're seasons. July 5th is the peak, the moment the alignment is exact. But the energy builds in the days before and keeps rippling out for weeks after. So if the 5th feels quiet, don't panic. Watch the 2 weeks that follow. Notice the opportunities, the conversations, the doors that quietly open. The shift is often clearer in the rearview mirror than in the moment. Question 2. I'm an Aquarius rising, not sun. Does this really apply to me? Yes, and here's the nuance. If Aquarius is your rising sign, this transit hits your identity and how you show up in the world. People will literally see you differently. If it's your sun, it's about your core vitality and life direction. If it's your moon, it works on your emotional world and your inner sense of safety. Same powerful energy, 3 different doorways. All of you are invited in. Question 3. How do I know if a big opportunity in this window is real or just Neptune fooling me? The honest answer: use the test I gave you earlier. If it's real, it survives daylight. It holds up when you check the details, ask the hard questions, and sleep on it. If it dissolves the second you look at it closely, or if it only works when you just trust and don't ask questions, that's Neptune's illusion talking. Real opportunities welcome your scrutiny. And if you want a second set of eyes on something specific in your own chart, that's exactly what a personal reading is for. So here's where we land, Aquarius. After July 5th, 2026, the roadblocks that have been draining you start clearing. Mars, Neptune, and Pluto are handing you a rare combination. The drive to act, the vision to see the right path, and the power to transform your entire situation. The friction is fading, and from here forward, your trajectory is genuinely in your own hands. So trust the vision you've been quietly holding. Step into the power that's rising in you, and take one decisive action. Not someday, not when it's perfect. Now, while this window is wide open. You have waited long enough. This is your moment to move. If this spoke to you, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more Aquarius souls find this. Subscribe to Aquarius Portal so you never miss what's coming next. And tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you're finally going to go after July 5th? I read them all. And if you want to know exactly how this energy plays out in your personal chart, not the general forecast, reach out to me directly through the WhatsApp chat link in the description box below. I offer birth chart readings, relationship compatibility, soulmate readings, career readings, question-based personal guidance, and full monthly, yearly, and life forecasts. One message, and we'll map your path together. Until next time, Aquarius, trust the shift, protect your energy, and remember, after July 5th, nothing can stop you. I'll see you in the next one.